Yo, what's up guys? Victor here with Bitmonds.com, and in this video review we're going to be checking out the Fossil Sport Smartwatch. I've had the chance to play around with it these past couple of weeks. I did a little bit of running and walking, and I finally have my full review on it. So let's get right into this video. Let's start off with the design. It has a combination of aluminum and nylon, which means it's the lightest smartwatch I've ever worn. And working out while wearing this watch felt like I nearly had nothing on my wrist. It comes with two size variants. You have 41 and 43 millimeter. I personally prefer the 41 millimeter since I have smaller wrists. The Fossil Sport watch also comes in a ton of color options you can choose from. I really like this red-white colorway that I have here, but there's a ton of different color combinations that you can choose from on their website or even purchase it on Amazon where you can get some amazing deals on it. Now, taking a look around the watch, we have three different buttons. The middle, which functions as a rotating crown for scrolling through menus and notifications. A push of the middle button takes you to the main Wear OS menu. A long push brings you to the Google Assistant. I personally love this because it made navigating through Android Wear OS very easy and seamless. Next up is a display, and the 1.2-inch OLED display on the Fossil Sport looks sharp, and brightness is automatically adjusted based on the ambient light, or you can adjust it yourself. This display gets surprisingly bright, and I really love how it looks and performs on a day-to-day basis. And a nice addition is the screen can be always on with a touch on the screen, or you can just raise it to view the time. This is one of the few things Wear OS watch beats rivals to the punch, and it works very great on this smartwatch. The Fossil Sport is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 3100 chipset. It also has an inbuilt speaker on the left side of the bezel. It has 1 gig of RAM along with 4 gigs of storage. It has a heart rate monitor, built-in GPS, and a bunch of cool features such as the fishing mode and other outdoor activities that you can use on this watch that's built in. The heart rate monitor provides adequate enough data, but not as accurate as the Fitbit's, but it does get the job done for the most part. The built-in speaker can be used for Google search and works flawlessly. It works great whether you're using it for Google Assistant or maybe just for phone calls. Now, in terms of connectivity, the watch features Bluetooth 4.2, it has Wi-Fi, NFC, and GPS tracking as I mentioned earlier. The Fossil Sport runs on Wear OS 2.1.8. I love how easy it is to get around this watch. It's really easy to navigate through Wear OS. All you have to do is swipe up, swipe down, or swipe left or right just to navigate through. And some places you can just hold the screen and it will allow you to do additional things. Overall, Wear OS performs very well on the smartwatch. Let's talk about battery life. Snapdragon promises better battery life with their 3100 chipset, but it's still the weakest point of this watch. The results are that it can barely stretch up to 2 days. This means this watch will get you a day of use. It almost got me 2 days of use, but I would like to see at least 2-3 days of use with an Android Wear watch, especially if you're just purely using it for fitness. If you're doing more graphic intensive things or using the Wi-Fi, downloading apps to your watch, you are going to notice noticeably less in performance when it comes to the battery life. Now, let's get into some of the features this watch has to offer. The heart rate sensor provides accurate enough data, as I mentioned earlier. The GPS tracking is on point, but in the expanse of the battery life. The Sport has a built-in mic for the Google Assistant. I have had no issues here. It does a pretty good job at recognizing my voice, even in pretty noisy environments. Okay, so you may have noticed these beautiful 3D diamonds I have on my watch, so let's talk about it. These are Bitmonds. Bitmonds are 3D digital collectibles based on blockchain that have the characteristics of being generated in limited edition and being wearable. You can wear them to show your passion, the mood of your day, or simply to color your outfit. Every Bitmond is unique, so you can give something really exclusive to someone who's really special to you. But Bitmonds is not only just a digital collectible, but you can use it to test the quality and performance of your smartwatch. If you'd like to learn more about Bitmonds, or if you'd like to use a diamond to test out your watch, links will be down in the description. Okay, so let's see how the Fossil Sport watch performs. To test out the brightness and graphics, fluidity rotation, and loading times, we'll be using 3 different diamonds. One with the purity level of J, which is the least purest out of the ones that I have available, H, which is in the middle, and D is the most purest. Let's start off with brightness and graphic resolution. This way to test out the graphic accelerator. I was very impressed on how bright the screen got on this watch. It's hands down one of the brightest screens I've seen on any Android Wear smartwatch. However, it's not on the level of the Apple Watch Series 5 we reviewed a few weeks ago, so with that being said, I give this a 9 out of 10. Next is Fluidity Rotation. This is used to evaluate the power of the graphics accelerator and just a processor. I rotated all 3 diamonds multiple times to test this out. Here's what I noticed. The fluidity rotation is decent. There is some noticeable lag as the purity levels got higher. It's definitely not nearly as noticeable as the TicWatch we just reviewed, but since it's still there, I give this watch a 7.5 out of 10. And lastly, we have loading times to test out the speed of the smartwatch's internal processor. I was quite impressed on how fast the diamonds loaded up on this watch. It was apparent that it took a little longer for the diamonds with the highest purity levels, but the time difference was better than previous Android Wear watches we've tested. This is partly thanks to the Snapdragon 3100 chipset on this device. I give the Fossil Sport Watch a 9 out of 10 in this department. So we've talked about the benchmark, now it's time for me to give the Fossil Sport a final score. This score is based upon the design, technical features, and value for money. I give it an overall score of 28 out of 30. The Fossil watch is a great deal for the price tag. I've seen it as low as $150 brand new, and for that price, I can highly recommend this watch for anybody who's active and is looking for a great watch to track their fitness. Thank you for watching my review on the Fossil Sport Watch. If you have any feedback or questions, leave it down in the comment section. If you want to use Bitmonds to test out your watch, or maybe you just want to rock a digital collectible, that'll be the first link down in the description. If you'd like to see what I do outside of the Bitmonds channel, you can check out my socials at Victor's Fits. Once again, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye.